Hello. Hello, everyone. Just checking out my screen, coming in to do a very quick live. I do teach in a couple of hours here, so actually an hour and a half, I think. I think I teach in an hour and a half. And so I just wanted to stop in and just talk a little bit about what's going on. So hello, Felicia. It's been a while since I've been in, and I am not going to be available again until next week. So I'm another third weekend that I am busy. So I have to, I wanted to stop in and do a little energy update. I did just make the new moon and weekend update on YouTube, now available. Also, just put out a new podcast on the She Is More Than Existing YouTube channel as well. So both of those are now out and available. So I just wanted to make sure to mention that. And one of my biggest whys is I want to talk a little bit about the upcoming course and class that I have that's happening. And we are down into the last 2 days. I think I'm just trying to look it up. The early bird pricing for my upcoming the magical energy of the elements and dragons masterclass that is going to be ending on the 22nd. So it is 50% off that course, and it is a live interactive course. It is 4 Sunday mornings in a row, which is April the 30th, May the 7th, 14th, and 28th. And those masterclasses are from my Mystical Realm masterclasses. And those Mystical Realm masterclasses are always about the excitement of the unknown. We never know exactly what's coming and what it has to teach us, but it's about opening our minds and opening our hearts. It's about, and so the dragon energy, and why I'm teaching about the dragon energy is about alchemy. It is about the aspects of the magic within us, the power of working with dragon energy, and how the dragon energy also works with the elements. And the elements also ties into astrology. It ties into our astrological signs. It ties into so many things that we do. And when you learn the power of working with the elements and how to use the elements in your astrological sign, you have all of the elements that are there. And so, you know, you're not just your birth sign. You're not just that. You are so much more than that. And in your natal chart. So this brings in a whole level of new awareness for people. So if you're interested in my Mystical Realms masterclass on dragons and the elements, like I said, the early bird pricing ends on the 22nd. So you have a few more days left to sign up. And I wanted to come in and just mention that because I'm not going to be available to do another live. I'm on grandma duty this weekend, Nana duty. So I wanted to just mention that just in case you're still interested. And it is, you can purchase it directly on my website or on the Facebook under events. You go directly to my website, CorrieThorne.com, or go to mteacademy.ca and you can purchase it right there. Hello, everyone who is signing in and everyone who's just watching. Thank you for being here. I'm going to be talking pretty fast. Get this out. I do have to teach, but I just finished recording a whole bunch of videos. I just finished recording a new series for Unified TV. If you are not a member of Unified TV, I believe there's a discount for signing up to Unified TV right now. And I have several series in there, and I just recorded a new one that will release in the coming weeks, but it's not out yet. So I just recorded a series on the angelic realm for there as well. Hello, Lorene and Summer. Hello, and you're new. I do give readings. I'm not giving readings today per se. I am going to do a reading though. I always do an energy update when I come in here. So I am going to be pulling some of my own cards to do this. You can always purchase your own individual appointment with me on my website. But I will be doing the energy update. That's why I'm trying to get all of this out of the way. So there is a collective reading that happens when I come into these most times. Hello, Ellie and Marissa and Tammy. Hello for being new. I love seeing all the new people coming in. Thank you to all of my regular supporters and all of my people that's been with me forever. And then for all the new ones, welcome and thank you for being here. Trying my best to get in and get all of get all of my messages out as much as I can. And so Facebook this is not the only place. If you're on YouTube, I love how we get those little immature little comments come in from people like the person just getting their shirt off. That's great. And so this is on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, just so you're aware. All right. I'm just trying to find the message that I need to kind of block here, but I can't see it. Thank you, Ellie. Please check out all of her courses on MTE Academy. So one time I used to be in here a lot on these lives, but because I teach so much and I am teaching in a little bit, you don't see me as much. So if you're new to here, you can check out so many of my videos on my YouTube channel. I post regular. I just put up a new moon reading. The new moon energy update is now available on my other channel, on my podcast channel. I just posted a whole new podcast. That just went out today as well. And in the school as well, in the MT Academy, there's a whole bunch of, free. If you can't take part in the paid courses, there's a whole bunch of free and introductory stuff from myself, and also from Lisa Richard, who owns Loving Energy Recharge and is the other face of MTE Academy. So there is much happening. I don't know how to get rid of this. I can't get rid of this person. Hold on. Just give me a second. I got to go back here into my own channel, into my YouTube channel. Just give me 1 second, guys. I have to get rid of this person. Okay. I think we got that fixed. All right. So energy update. We are in new moon energy. We just came through the eclipse. We have a lot of stuff that's happening. I did share an astrological message that was also posted. I am not an astrologer, not yet, but there is a lot of energy. And so the way that I shared all of this energy in the update is that we're in kind of in that endings and beginnings, but we have this, like, we're kind of at a new starting point. And so it's like, not that to start something new doesn't mean we have to end everything. It doesn't mean we have to have everything completed. So it's like, there's no rush to complete things or to have things done or to have everything kind of closed off. It's just the awareness that we're at a point of where we are seeing new energy coming in. There is some shifts that is happening. Also, this energy brings in some kind of rough patches. So there is some tumultuous kind of energy and a lot of unexpected. So expect the unexpected during these times. Anything could happen. So it could be something great. It could be something absolutely wonderful. It is also the energy that brings in, when it brings in unexpected, it means miracles can happen. Miracles requires action. So we have to be a willing participant in our own lives in order for good things to happen, in order for those things to take place. Now, I have been talking a lot today about my second book because it is a huge part of where we are in the energy right now. So in my second book, My Truth of Existing Beyond the Reflection, it truly is about that mirror turning around. It's about that reflection into ourselves. It's about, looking at how much we've accepted that is really, now that we start questioning. So we start to recognize that we are, we tell ourselves a lot of half-assed truths, there's a lot of not always the truest of truths. It is a piece of the story. It is a part of the story. And so the energy is also speaking of being able to observe or, open ourselves up to be available to receive new truths. So there's many new truths that are coming in as well. That's the gist of what we have happening. Sorry, I am sniffling. I am not well. So my energy has been low. And so I'm here though. Sorry, gotta bite my nose. And so we have, and so that's the gist of the energy. Now I want to be able to give you a couple cards before I go. This is from the Everyday Goddess Oracle cards, which are my deck of Oracle cards that are, I think I have finally now worked my way through the whole book and the few little changes that need to be made. So really, really close now to being able to get these cards out. And we will make an announcement when you can start to do pre-orders or however that's going to work out. But from the Everyday Goddess Oracle, oh God, I can't get rid of it. Like little pest, right? If somebody is on YouTube, I don't think anyone else is on YouTube and can block this person. Then let's see. I think I got them gone. Ignore the comments that you're seeing come up from this Clara. It's the everyday experience of being online. Okay, so you just can't make this up. Our first card out, she is the Everyday Miracle, which is the box cover. That is our first card. It is also the last card in the deck. So as I said with the energy, is that there is like a starting point or a new starting point that is beginning, but the ending is still in transition. And that's kind of where the Aries energy really is. Like we are just coming out of Aries, so it's in degrees, so it's ending its last degree and coming back into zero. And when it comes back into zero, it is begins again, right? So it's that beginning again. And so the she is in the Everyday Miracle card is card number 44 of the deck. And this also brings us to the number of the angels. So a lot of what we have happening in our energy right now is about the presence of the divine and learning the power of living from spirit and connecting to spirit, allowing spirit to flow through us, to be with us. And so some things are too difficult for us. Some things are not meant for us to be able to solve. And when I recorded my podcast today, I just finished speaking about, when I hit the wall with pain in my body, I'm like, I can't take any more pain. I can't do anything else. I don't know what else to do. And it was just that ultimate place of surrender and surrendering into it and saying, I can't, but, learning the power to live from your spirit, to embody, to open yourself up, to become aware that you are so much more than your human existence, than your physical body existence, not just your human, but your physical body existence. There's so much more to you. And there's so much more within you to access, to use, to reach, beyond what you thought you were capable of, or what you thought you could do. It's like we limit ourselves in our minds and we tell ourselves these narratives that, I can't do this because, or I'm not smart enough, or I don't have the power, or I don't know how to get through this and I keep looking for answers. Maybe you don't need to know how to. Maybe you need to surrender it and just say, I don't know how. The divine knows how. And the divine will guide me through if I open up to the divine, if I allow the divine energy in. And so there is the essence of something that is greater. And that's where our virtues really truly comes in. And so this card of the everyday miracle she is, I'm going to read this to you because it is my own writing in my own book. So I'm going to read this message to you. And so all things that we want to happen in our lives requires us to be present, requires us to be a willing participant, including what we're allowing the good stuff in, not blocking out the good stuff, allowing in the support, not blocking out the support, not keep telling ourselves old stories about how there's nobody there, nobody can do it like I can do it. All of those things that have such ownership over us, and setting it free. So, this is the message. Miracles. Miracles requires action through acts of love. Are your actions towards yourself those of love? What emotion and response you place into your next thought matters the most. So she is at the beginning and the end. The beginning, the end, and all that is in between moments. She is here to remind you that we are all divine when we live in the light. Believe in yourself, believe yourself into your own divine existence. So this card brings about that awareness of the power of, you know, how you view yourself, what you believe to be true about yourself, what you keep telling yourself. That becomes, that becomes the belief system of yourself. That's what you believe to be true about yourself. So if you keep saying, I can't, I'm not capable, I'm not able, where did you learn that? Where did you get that story? And this influences and affects the self-esteem, which then brings us that false sense of self, false sense of who we are. So we think we have to keep wearing a mask. You have to keep putting a face on for the world. You have to keep showing up. You live by the roles that you play in your identity, or the roles you play in life. It's like, well, I'm a mom or I'm a dad, and this is what I am, and this is what everyone expects of me. I don't have time for me. All of those thoughts, all those things that we speak about ourselves, and becomes the projection. And it's about now turning the mirror around and looking deeper, looking into yourself a little bit deeper, and say, why do I tell myself those stories? And to believe into creation that I am worthy, that I am divine, that I'm capable of so much more, that if I bring in the power of love, if I learn the power of living from my spirit, if I activate that energy, that truth, to know that there is some sort of sparkle and shine within me that I'm yet to know of, then I may be capable of doing things that I didn't know I could do, that I could, that, that my belief in myself may be the things that gets me around an obstacle, a difficult situation, a chaotic moment. It's when we quit on ourselves, when we deny ourselves that opportunity to at least believe in ourselves, to try, then we shut down, then we exist only in that smaller energy. And so this now is about expansion, right? Expanding ourselves to gain true confidence and saying, oh my God, I didn't know I could do that, but I did it anyway. So it's like being courageous enough to start at a point. Like, you can't go back, you can't fix the past, you can't do any of that. This is my starting point. This is where I am. Where do I want to go from here? Where do I want to go? What do I want to see unfold in my life? What if I was living my magical life? What if my life was magical? What if I had my dream life? What if I was, I was through all of these challenging times? What would it look like? What would it feel like? What would I be doing? Who would I be? Who would I be on the other side? Who would I be on the other side of all of my challenges? Who would I be on the other side of those difficult situations? Who would I be if this situation was now over? Who would I be if I had all of this resolved? So if you could be it only after it's resolved, how come you can't be it now? How come we can't start living now what we hope to be after we're through something? Because what will make the difference? What holds us from being able to be what we want to be on the other side now? It's that mindset. It's that old beliefs that we hold on to. There's something there that says I have to wait until it arrives. There's something there that becomes that obstacle. And when that moves out of the way and we shift that energy, anything is possible, because the everyday miracle, she is, right? You are the divine of you. The you are yet to know is that which is what is needed for you to connect to, for the everyday miracle to happen, right? And that brings, if you start to ask yourself that, if you start to envision that, you say, yeah, what am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? Why am I always in waiting? And why am I always trying to make something happen? Why am I not just allowing? Why do I not say to the universe, I'm available, I am here, I'm ready, I'm waiting? It's like, and because we're so programmed to that waiting. And this is where there is a shift that is happening right now. And, there is also a retrograde. So it's no rush. You don't have to rush. Nobody's taken what is yours. Nobody's taken your spot. Nobody's taken any of those things. It's like nobody can step into your destiny, because your destiny was only for you. You just got to become the version of you to get to that destiny. That's what's important. All right. Next card. I feel very rushed. And it's because I know I have a class to teach, and I'm like, I feel so rushed. Thank you, Ellie. As are you. And so, yes, anyone new that's coming in, I originally came in and I start talking about the upcoming mystical realm masterclass I have happening. And so the mystical realm, you don't have to believe in dragons in order to come into this class, but it is the magic of the elements and the dragon energy, and using dragon energy. That is a class that is a 4-week class that is coming up. It is taught live, interactive on Zoom on Sunday mornings, 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And it is the early bird pricing is on right now. And that early bird pricing is half price. So you can sign up for half price, but it's only until the 22nd. So it's April the 22nd, early bird pricing ends, and then it goes back to its regular price. So if you want into that class with me, then I suggest you get on it. So you can go to mteacademy.ca or go to my website, corriethorne.com, or just click on the event page on my Facebook page as well. And also, hello to all my new people. So nice to see everyone here. All Sandy, new here, just had a stroke a few weeks ago. All sending you prayers and well wishes to, and healing, sending you some healing, especially on this new moon energy. Okay, our next card is the unseen wound. This is Thecla. This speaks of our inner child, our our wounded child healing. So our wounded child healing and returning to divine, right? So from wounded child to divine child, right? Wounded child to divine child. And that wounded child story is often the thing that keeps us being able to kind of victimize ourselves in our own chaotic little moments. And sometimes when fear is overriding that faith in ourselves, when we don't have faith in ourselves, and we live in that angst and that fear of what's happening next. I'm afraid of what's coming next. I don't know what's coming next. We never know what's coming next. So when we can really sit into that energy of no one knows what's really coming next. We really don't know what's happening next. We hope that things are going to be kind of what we want them to be, but there's always the unexpected. And so the unseen wound with Thecla is, you never sometimes know when that wounded child is going to appear, when, the fear is going to rise, the insecurities. What activates that sense of, the emotional response, the traumatic experience, or how attitude, the attitude that we have towards life and to other people. And so this wounded child energy, and healing this, and I just, this is in the course that I just recorded for Unified. I'll give you this little snippet, because I was channeling the virtues, the angelic choir of the virtues. And in the virtues, the angelic realm of the virtues, we were speaking about the why to healing, that inner child healing, and it about making the relationship with our own spirit, connecting to the essence of our own soul, that relationship. And it's the essence that the changes we make now are going to really truly impact and influence who and what we're going to be over here, and what we're allowing over here. Because if everything that we have been fed through, into our subconscious, all the old beliefs, that you can't do things for yourself, that you need somebody else, like that all of those things that had us not thinking for ourselves, like, this is what you have to believe in, this is who we are, the fear stories that owned us. Well, those fear stories that we had in that inner child healing are now going to be the same fear stories that will be over here if we don't think for ourselves, if we don't learn the power of self trust, to trust ourselves, to be safe with ourselves, to be able to rely upon ourselves, to know what is right for ourselves, to trust our intuition, to be able to heal that instinctual self, to be able to know that we're not responding from the freeze, from the fight or flight. We're not in survival mode. We're not still trying to survive, what we've previously experienced, that we're right here. We've made it through there. We've gotten through those experiences. The evidence is that you're right here and that experience is over there. So if you're right here, you've done a lot of things that are right. But over here, there's also this future that is as if you don't even have to think for yourself anymore. Like, AI can write you a whole book and you can put your name on it and say you're the author and take credit for it, but all you did was put in 2 or 3 key words. So you're, in another way, it's like your imperfect human and your imperfect creativity kind of is getting lost in, but you can perfect it. But what if you could make it perfect? You can make it so pleasing for everyone. But then where's the excitement, and where do we find that sense of being able to travel through our own emotions? And so it's not about trying to be the perfect child. It's not about being the perfect human. It's not about being perfect. It's about embodying the imperfections. It's about knowing that we're designed the way we are so that we can use our creative self, the creativity, to self-discover, self-explore, to self-heal. All of this self relies on one self that we often forget about, and it is the real, true, authentic self. It is your divine self. It is the self that arrived perfectly in place. It is the original version of you before all the rest contaminated or all the rest got into your head, before anything else. Your real truth existed there. And that's where we're kind of traveling through with all of this energy that is happening right now. So I would like to expand on that more, but I need a lot more time to do that. But I want to end with one last card. And let's see what the other cards have for us. We have the Stargazer. We have Frida. And Frida's the Stargazer, and she's a 4. And okay, so this is the craziest thing. You know what all these cards are? They are the power of 4. Mind, body, soul connection, divine. There's always a 4th. There's the 4th element, right? There is the 4th. There is the one thing that makes everything else work. It is our connection to source. What is source? Source is also known as the joy, right? What is going to bring us that sense of joy? It is also known as, God consciousness, creator. We are here to co-create. It is also force ties into the angelic realm. And we have so much energy of the divine. Like I said to you, the divine is here working through us. It's helping us to restore that sense of our own virtues and our virtuous self, to learn the power of honesty, to be honest with ourselves first. If we want the world to be honest with us, we have to start with ourselves and be honest with ourselves of who we truly are, who's showing up, who are we creating our future for. It has to be the truest version of you to open up your destiny. And so these are all fours. These are the power of four. So we have 44, we have 8, and we have 4. So we have the power of 4. It's also ones, it's also 2s, right? There's just so much magic, and there's so much magic in the element of surprise right now. This is like we're in a stage of alchemy. It feels like it's like no matter where we go, we can discover something new about ourselves. No matter which path we take, there's new possibilities. There's just so much that's here for us to access right now. And so Frida the Stargazer says anything is possible. There is whales in the sky. So when I started teaching one of my mystical realm courses, I just remember saying to Channel, this, I can't believe I'm going to teach about the whales. How am I going to teach about the whales? Some things are, how do I say whales exist in the sky? Constellations in the constellations. So it does exist. Everything just exists in all different places. So with the stargazer, right? This is the stargazer. So with the stargazer Frida, she holds the power, she holds the light, she has everything that she needs. She is on top of the world. So we all have everything that we need. We just are told we don't, and we're told we need to perfect it, or we need to make it better, we need to improve it. But if we just start and we just step forward, all the rest of who and what we are is like the magic in the sky. It's like the constellations. It reveals itself. And everything that we are within ourselves, it reveals itself to us. So there's a lot of things that are being revealed to us. There's a lot of new truths. But if we never start seeking, if we never turn the mirror around and we only look out into the world and look at what everyone else is doing in the world, how do we find this? How do we find this? And it's time to turn it around. It's time to turn it around and look inward, because my truth of existing beyond the reflection held a lot different truth than what I was telling myself for a lot of years. And you start to realize that, am I really being truly, authentically honest with myself? Perspectives and views change everything. But Frida, the stargazer, she knows that there is whales and dolphins in the sky, that they're not just in the ocean. Also know that there is dragons. There's also unicorns. There's a lot of magical things that exist within the constellation that you may not be able to see even here on Earth. Whales don't walk on Earth, but also you may not see a dragon literally walking on Earth unless you believe, unless you can look with new eyes and fresh eyes, and you see, you do see a dragon lizard, right? You see a dragon, or you see a dragon in the constellation. Opening up. Let yourself open up. Let yourself open up to the magic of you, to the life, that there is so much more to you to be discovered. There's so much more to be found out that has yet to be revealed. And as we move forward, I just feel like there is so much more that is being revealed, so much more that's being seen, so much more that's being discovered. And there's a lot of beauty to be found, and there's a lot of joy to be seen. And so in this energy of this beautiful, all these fours we have happening for us today, in knowing that the angelic realm, the magic, the alchemy of life, that we can start to shift and we can become the alchemist, right? And we can become magical in our own lives. And you get to create your story. You get to tell your story. Wouldn't you want to tell a beautiful one? Wouldn't you want to live in one where, you are You become that savior. You become that hero of your own story, and then you move beyond that, and you become the explorer, the observer, the discoverer of so much more of who you are. And that's what all of this energy right now, even though it is like crazy energy, but it is giving us the opportunity to work with this energy, to move forward with this energy, and to embrace it. So it's good energy to take a magic carpet ride. It's also good energy to sit back, to to take a breath, to breathe. This is new moon energy, so setting those new intentions and just allowing yourself to set those new intentions, to sit with you, to really get clear. What do I want? What does the true what is it that the truest version of me really is seeking? Because often it's just like knocking from the inside out and just saying, hello, why are you're wondering why this is bothering you? It's bothering you because you are not truly, you're not aligned to your true authentic self. And so you keep living from the false self, creating false narratives, false confidence, and always still trying to be what you thought you had to be, instead of allowing yourself to become what you truly need to be for you. So this is what I have for you today. I know it's a rushed one. I'm sorry it's rushed, but like I said, I'm going to be not available all weekend, but I did make lots of videos. So you can go to the YouTube video and listen to the whole message for the new moon and for the weekend energy update. It's on my YouTube channel, Corrie Thorne. I think it comes up Corrie Thorne More Than Existing. And then you can listen to my podcast that's also on there, and that's on the She Is More Than Existing. But if you go to my website, go to corriethorne.com, and you can see it all, and you can also see where to purchase my books, and you can also subscribe to get all the updates of anything that is coming out. And we'll also then, once we know when the cards are really being released, we'll put up the notification for the cards as well. So this is my new deck of oracle cards. That is the Everyday Goddess Oracle. And I just finished checking through all of the book. And so we're that much closer to being able to get these in your hands. So I hope these messages resonated with you. Much love. Thank you so much. And like I said, you want to get into my upcoming class, early bird prices only until the 22nd. Get in, get signed up. And if you're going to my YouTube channels, please subscribe if you like my videos, and you'll also get notification when they're available. Mwah. Thank you all for being here. To all my new people, thank you. To all my regulars, thank you for always being here. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.